Hello, everybody. How's everybody doing today? As you start coming in, make sure you throw in your names so we know who all is here. All that good stuff like that. We're going to do a little drawing just to warm up. I got a little over 11 minutes till we begin the show. So make sure that you get all of your stuff ready. Say hi as you come in. It's important to say hi, right? Always nice to say hi. All those things like that. So get your markers. Let's start warming up with some drawings. If you want to draw with me or just watch, that's cool. We're just kind of waiting for everybody to join. It's a good way to warm up before we begin. All that good stuff like that. So just make some shapes. Let's just make some shapes today. Just get started with some shapes. This is kind of like the doodle stuff that we do, right? The warm-up doodle is you make some shapes and then you turn them into something. And just because they are those shapes doesn't mean they have to stay those shapes. You can add things to them, make them cooler, do all kinds of stuff for it. So we can add some stuff like this and this. Maybe throw in like a little shape like that. Could be like a angry shark kind of thing, right? It's not gonna put up with it anymore. All that fun stuff like that. Start drawings like that. You can start drawings where we do these little things like this and we can add some stuff to it. They don't have to necessarily be anything. These are just little things that we're just doing while everybody's kind of waiting to come in. We have about a little over 9 minutes before we get started, so we have plenty of time before we get everything going. And if you're just coming in, I hope that you all are ready for Wacky Shirt Day. It is Wacky Shirt Day. It's weird and wacky. Wonder what we're going to do Wednesday. So today it's your wacky shirt. Hope that you have your wacky shirt on because I have my wacky shirt on. Look at this guy. He's like a puppeteer. Couple things like that, right? We got one more character here, and let's give this guy some weird hands that kind of come in here. He's weird and wacky. Whoa. All that stuff like that. So again, guys, just like what we do when we're doing our warm-up scribble doodles, these are what I'm doing right now just to kind of get warmed up while we're waiting for the show to start. And if you haven't yet, make sure that you guys are hitting that like button. Excuse me. Hit that like button and make sure you're sharing this. The more people we get to share this, the more people will get to check it out, all that cool stuff like that. And make sure that you also head over to my website anytime and grab all those PDFs because I'm guessing that you like free stuff. I like free stuff. There are lots of free downloads there for you to check out, for you to grab all those good things. Don't forget today. Wacky Shirt Wednesday. You have time to go get your wacky shirt now. I have a wacky shirt on. Can't wait to show you guys. You guys have time to go get your wacky shirts together, all that stuff like that. A little over 7 minutes. Let's see what else we can draw here. If you're coming in and you want to throw into the comments some ideas that you would like to see drawn, let me know. I need some ideas. So if you have an idea, put it in the comments. Something that you want to think that maybe I can't draw, see if I can. We can do that. That would be cool. I'm going to put this here, just like this. And then I'm going to put this. Check that out. Now all of a sudden it's like a guy wearing a hat, right? So the hat could be like this. Where's everybody coming from today? Put in there where you are living right now, where you're at, where you're stuck at, all those good things like that. Love to hear where everybody's coming from as they're checking in and all that stuff like that. Got a little over 6 minutes, guys. Remember, you have time to get your wacky shirts ready. Wacky Shirt Wednesday is here. Today's going to be a fun episode. I got lots of really fun, weird, and wacky stuff that we're going to talk about. You can head over to the website. So today's supplies, what you guys are going to need today, just markers and paper and a willingness to try. That's all we need today, just markers and paper, and we're going to create some fun stuff here. What's up, Ava? Good to see you. We are going to combine some stuff, on what we're going to do Wednesday. There's no real plan. It's because you don't know what we're going to do. I don't know what I'm going to do. I actually do know what I'm going to do, but you don't know what we're going to do, and that's what makes it kind of fun, is we are going to do just a fun little drawing together today. We're going to do 2 drawings now. Now on the show we do 2, and what we're going to do today is we're going to draw a cat shark, and we're going to draw a unicorn robot chicken. And we're going to combine all those things into some fun illustrations, all that stuff like that. So I see a request for a funny unicorn. So let's see. I'm going to draw a funny unicorn. So I would make my horn like that. And I would do this. And let's put some eyes here. And let's say a tail like that. And let's put some ears on it. And let's make some eyeballs that are going a little bit all over the place. And then let's put a silly face on it and then have its tongue hanging out. Maybe this unicorn has had one too many cotton candy clouds. And he's feeling a bit goofy. So there's our weird unicorn, funny, silly unicorn. Ishika, what's going on? Good to see you guys. Thanks for checking out, guys. Just remember, today we got Wacky Shirt Wednesday. If you got your weird, wacky shirts, if you do, you're going to need to post a picture of them in the comments after the show so I could see who all has their shirts all wacky out. Like, I got some wacky shirts on. If you guys have any ideas, we have a little under 4 minutes before the show begins. If you have some ideas of things that you would like to see drawn, put it into the comments there. Otherwise, I'm just going to keep drawing some stuff, having some fun as we get warmed up. You can draw with me right now if you want. Totally up to you. We don't have a real plan right now. We're just going to draw some stuff. I'm just going to draw a shape like that. And then I'm going to put a weird hand on it. And why not another weird hand? Like that. We can do something like this. We're going to add a thing like that. We can make a tongue out. Like that. Right, and its tongue's out like this. And we're gonna put some ears on it. And we'll put some teeth in there. And then we're gonna put some legs like they're running away. But as they're running away, check it out what is on. There's a fly on its tongue. That is what it's all afraid of. Buzzing away, right? So that's the kind of goofy thing. What's up, Macy? Good to see you. Hey, Holly, what's happening? So, guys, as we're coming in, we have a little over 2 minutes left. Don't forget, today is Wacky Shirt Wednesday. What kind of wacky shirt are you going to wear during this episode? I have a weird and wacky shirt. And as always, make sure that you're helping me out by clicking that like and then sharing it. We need some help doing that. That's a big one that I really could use your help with. If there's any part of this that you like, if you share it with some other people, that's a big help in helping more people see the show. What's up, Isaac? Good to see you. Thanks for checking in. So, guys, a little less than 2 minutes now before we begin. Let's see if let's play a little guessing game, shall we? Let's see if you guys can guess what this is. And if you have an idea, put it in the comments. let's see. There's this right here at the top of it. Sometimes they have these on here. Anybody have an idea what this is? See, there's like things come out of that. Anybody have an idea what that is? Maybe. We have a little minute left. We have a unicorn Pegasus. You keep guessing and seeing if you can guess what this is, and then I will draw this unicorn Pegasus real quick. So I'm gonna draw my unicorn fairly quick so I can get this in time, right? And I'm gonna put some wings on it. I think it should have some eyelashes, right? Maybe flowing a little bit, a little flying, all that stuff like that. Grant and Ella, good to see you guys. Thanks for coming in. All right, guys, we have about 30 seconds left before we begin the show. Just don't forget today what we need is your markers and paper. That's all you need. It is Wacky Shirt Wednesday, so if you have your wacky shirts ready, get them on and get ready to go. We are going to have a fun show here, guys. I have a lot planned for us. It's going to be a lot of fun. We are going to have a good time making some stuff together, and today it's going to be a good discussion about this. It's about you. We're going to talk about you. So here we go. Let's get this show started.
Oh, hey, friend. It's so good to see you again. There's no one like you. You can do anything you put your mind to. Just the thing we thought you should know. Are you ready? 'Cause here we go. It's Wonder Friends. Wonder Friends. Wonder Friends. It's time for Wonder Friends Show. Yeah, all right.
What's going on, guys? Got my wacky shirt. You got your wacky shirt too? Got my wacky shirt on. I'm ready to roll. You guys got, it was a phone. You are correct, Jenny. You got that right. It was a phone. So, guys, a couple things real quick. Just who I am. I am Jason Tharp. I am an author and illustrator. I write books. I have a good time. I make up stories. I get to do all the stuff that I dreamed about when I was a kid. All the things that I wish that I would have been able to do, I do them now. Just imagine getting to do your favorite thing that you love right now, and you grow up and get to do it. That's what I get to do. One of the big things that I need you guys to do as you go through this is a free show, but I ask one thing. If you like this show, hit that like button and share it with somebody else. That's my only thing that I ask for, because the more people we can get to share it, the more people will get to see it. That's all good stuff. And as we get started today, I want everybody just to know, we're going to need today for your supplies. It's just paper and markers. That's it. That's all we're going to need today. And then we're going to have a good time while we're doing it. Now, what is Wednesday all about? Wednesday is, what are we going to do Wednesday? Really what that is it's just a thing, okay? It's just an idea. What are we going to do? I don't know what we're going to do. Well, I do know what we're going to do. The point is that you don't know what we're going to do. I want it to be a surprise. And also, we are going to talk about being weird, right? And the importance of being weird. I want to talk a lot about Wednesdays about the importance of being weird, because I am weird. If you've ever seen me go to your school, or if you haven't seen me go to your school, one of the things I talk a lot about is be the weird that you want to see in the world. And what do I mean by that is I truly believe that weird people change the world. So much so that I decided that Wednesdays we're going to dedicate a whole show to being weird. And so what I have for that is I have a moment, dun, 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 in weird history. Now, here's a quick story of what this is going to be about. This is a moment in weird history to prove to you that weird people change the world. Now, to think about this story comes from Dayton, Ohio, is where it started. There's two people involved, and it was a long time ago. And in their first businesses that they owned a printing press and a bicycle repair shop. But they truly embraced their weird in 1899. These two people decided then it was time for them let's put some context into play for you. So think about 1899. This is way before cars. This is way before the internet, way before all this stuff. And these two guys had this crazy idea. Now, everybody up until this point got around by like horse and buggies, and they rode maybe, I don't even know if a bike was available then, but they used their legs, and they walked everywhere, right? So the idea of doing anything really kind of crazy would seem kind of weird. If I came to you and said, hey, I want to invent something that's going to teleport me to your house, that would seem kind of weird, right? You would think maybe, but most people would say like, he's kind of weird. Like that doesn't seem like it's possible. Well, same kind of thing that this is. So I want you to think about back in 1900, these two guys, they traveled from Dayton, Ohio to Kitty Hawk, North Carolina. In only 3 years, they flew for 12 seconds on December 17th, 1903. Now, these guys' names were the Wright brothers. And could you imagine, back in that time, if anybody would have told them that, like, hey, they said, you know what, guys, they're sitting out in their barn, they're chilling in their barns, maybe on a bale of hay, or they're fixing a bike, and somebody gets their bike and they go like, you know what, this bike fixing thing is pretty cool, but you know what I really want to do is I want to fly. Now, do you think that anybody would have thought that they were normal? I think most people would have thought that they were weird, but that's what's kind of cool about it, right? In order to do crazy things and chase big dreams, you have to think different than everybody else. See, that's the big key that I think is what's involved in embracing your weirdness. See, where I grew up, there wasn't like, you know, other people that I could turn to and say, how do I make cartoons? How do I write stories? So I was a little bit weird and different, right? I would make my own stories up. I had no clue how to do it. When I grew up, I still had no clue to do it. And I was working jobs and I was doing all this stuff, but I was always having these weird ideas for stories and stuff like that. And I decided to embrace that weirdness, and I started to write stories and tell people what I wanted to do. Same is for you. If there are things about you that you feel is weird or different, the weird part of you is the magic part of you. That's the part of you that nobody else has. I want you to run towards that magic, right? If people are picking on you because you're weird, sometimes just because they're jealous because you got something figured out that they haven't yet. That's completely normal. You're going to have that in life. You're going to have people that aren't just going to like you just because you are different or you figured out something that they didn't. That's completely fine. There's nothing wrong with you. It's actually, you're pretty normal. The people that are going to make fun of you, well, that's on them. It's not you. It's a reflection of them, not you. Because you, I want you to think of something. You are amazing as you, and be the best you can be. And don't try to be something else for somebody else because you think that you're worried about them thinking you're weird. Weird people change the world. I'd rather be weird than I would be normal any day. So embrace your weird. That's all I got to say about that. I want to talk to you guys a little bit about, I have on Friday at 11 a.m., I'm doing a reading. We're going to talk about like drawing unicorn, all that stuff like that. So make sure you go check that out. You can find it at Mac Kids Books on Twitter. You can also find it here on Facebook. It's Macmillan Children's Publishing. If you look that up, they have all the links and all that good stuff right there. I'm going to be doing that on Friday. So guys, it is time for us to do something. I am the weird in the world. That's what you got to do. You got to embrace that. So let's draw, all right? We got our stuff together. Let's draw some stuff. Let's switch over here. And as you know, to do our weird drawings, we got to get warmed up. And how we get warmed up is we get those fingers stretched. We get everything ready to go. What's up, Panama? Good to see you. Is it 8? Oh, boy. Oh, Adelise? I hope I said it right. Adelise? That's my guess. I hope I said that correctly. But thank you for coming in from Panama. Really appreciate that. So, Macy, I think you're the coolest too. Thank you guys. Stretch your fingers out. Get everything ready. We are going to take that mindful moment. And what we do with this is we get set and ready to create. Now, to get ready to create, you have to get your mind ready to create. And to do that, you have to believe in yourself. And to be weird, you got to believe in yourself. Anytime you want to do something, you got to believe in yourself that you can do it. And we're going to do that simple. Big breath. I just want you to say it to yourself, or you could say it out loud. If you say it out loud, just say it so everybody hears it. Say, I am great. I am me. I do matter. And I am super fantastic. If you ever feel stuck or think you're not good enough, I just want you guys to remind yourself that you're super fantastic. There's only one you, and that's what's really cool, is that there's one you. You imagine if there was like 10 yous. I don't know, could your parents handle it if there was 10 yous, right? You're so cool, only one you is plenty. So we're gonna do our scribble doodle. If you're new to Wonder Friends, what we do to get warmed up around here is we do a scribble doodle. And it sounds just like you would imagine. You make a scribble. And then I spin mine. You don't have to. I spin mine. And wherever it lands, this is what we're going to draw from. Now, what we are doing is we are creating something from this. Okay? This is a way to get our brains ready to draw. There are no wrong answers for this. You do not have to draw this along with me. You do your version. So just get out your markers and start drawing your own stuff into this character. This is just a way for us to get kind of warmed up, ready to draw, just to make something. This takes no time. This is just a quick little drawing that we just do to, I mean, check it out. Like that short amount of time, I turned that little thing into a dog. What'd you guys turn yours into? And it's just, there's no plan for this, guys. Just make it into something. The whole point is just to get something stretched out of your brain. It's like doing stretches before you play before you play a game, right? If you play sports, there's always like stretching before so you don't get hurt. Same kind of idea when we're doing some creative stuff. We want to get our brains ready. So let's see, Caleb and Madeline you think I am super fantastic. Well, I appreciate that. I think that you're super fantastic too. That is the beauty about it. You know how cool it is when all kinds of super fantastic people get together and they make super fantastic things? Like, I think that the earth splits and magic overflows. That's where new unicorns are born. And the idea that if we all embrace the fact that we are all super fantastic. Oh, I had to take a drink real quick. All right, here's the deal. Wednesday, it's weird. It's different. We're going to draw a shark cat, or a cat shark, or a cark, or a cat. I don't know. Well, you figure out a name for it and we'll draw it. So, all right, so what we're going to do is I'm not exactly sure how. So we did Jenny, we did an octopus yesterday. Did you check out the cut paper octopus we did yesterday? I'll show you. If you haven't, go back to the videos and check it out. But look at, we made this guy right here yesterday. It was a lot of fun. Go in there, check out the videos in the video section. You can see all those are on YouTube as well. All right, so we're gonna do a cat shark. And how to start that, we are going to draw, let's do some ears. So let's put a V, upside down V, line, upside down V. Or those are also A's without the little bridge, right? And where you stopped on that front part, I want you to draw a line down just like this. All right? And where you stopped on this part, I want you to draw a line like this and just kind of stop. Now, we need a big, like when I think of a shark, I think of this big, huge mouth, okay? And how we're going to do this big, huge mouth is we're going to stop right here. And I want you to draw a big loop up just like that. So right before you get to that backside there. And then we need that big mouth to come down. So we are going to bring a big mouth down just like this. All right? And then let's put a line down a little bit like that. Now, we're going to do some water. And that's just these little lines like this. Just draw some little lines like this, maybe a couple. Just like so. And then on this front part, we need to have like a fin up, like kind of like he's waving a little bit. And let's just do that by just doing like a little bit of a curved V up like that, right? Now on this back part, we're gonna just draw a line that comes down just like so, okay? And we need the fin, right? A fin is one of those big, huge parts of a shark. And the fin can be a little tricky. So what we're going to do is just draw a little half shape like that first. And then it kind of goes in and out a little, right? has a little bit of a bump like that kind of thing in there. Now, I'm going to put that little notch there just to kind of give it a little bit of a fun thing now. So, okay, we need some teeth. Now, guys, here's what I would like for you to do. I would like for you to put in as many teeth as you want. You can give this shark 8 bazillion teeth. I don't care. It's up to you. I'm just going to draw some little V's. So if I draw some little V's all the way through, look at that, teeth. And I draw some other little V's all the way through, just like that. I think it's fair to say that we all know that sharks have lots of teeth, so you don't have to worry about it being scary, because I think that everybody thinks that sharks have teeth, right? If you know, like one of the fun facts about sharks that you guys might know is that they have rows of teeth behind their one teeth, right? So they actually have teeth on teeth. So they might even have a bazillion teeth. I'm going to fill in all around this part here to give the inside of the mouth, right? So if I fill in all this parts, fill in all these parts like so. Now we have inside of our cat shark, ka-shark. It's almost like you're sneezing, ka-shark. All right, and then we have some whiskers, because no cat shark is complete without whiskers, right? And cats have those little noses like this, so let's put that little tiny nose on the end there. I think ka-shark sounds kind of funny, because it's kind of like we're sneezing. It's got a funny sound to it. Oh no, I'm going to ka-shark. Oh. All right, let's put some dots on there. All right, now eyeballs, right? We all know that this, it's really important that the ka-shark can see, right? You can draw inside of the ears like that, or you can just do little triangles inside there, whichever way that you would like. You can try to draw all those different things like that. Now, eyeballs. Eyeballs are simple. Do we all know what the letter 0 looks like? Wrong. There's no such thing as the letter 0. It's the number 0. I tricked you. Got you. Haha. The number 0. Do we all know what the number 0 looks like? The number 0, for those of you that don't know what the number 0 looks like, it looks like a 0. Also looks like an oval. So if I draw 2 ovals right there, and I draw another oval inside of there, and I color that in, oh my goodness, this ka-shark is looking fabulous. I'm going to put a couple wiggly lines on there, like it's got some crazy hair that sticks up there, right? And let's see, what else we got? We got a little spot like that underneath there that a shark would have. They have like these little like different kind of things on their fins. If you want to put some like little dots, you can do stuff like that. You can kind of have some fun with it, but I think for the most part, this is like a shark. Oh, some eyebrows. We need some eyebrows in there. All right, eyebrows are just these little rectangles, right? We draw some rectangle eyebrows up in there. And let's see. Let's say it's going to be like meow, right? He'd be like more like meowza, right? He'd be like, check me out. I'm a shark cat. I'm a ka-shark. So there you go, guys. That is a ka-shark. Sign your name on it so everybody knows who made it, right? Now, we're going to get ready to draw our second one. You can set this one aside and color it in a minute. We're going to get ready to draw our second one. As we transition to the second one, I want to talk about our wonder word of the day. And our wonder word of the day is weird, right? Our wonder word is weird. And why is weird important? Well, weird is important because sometimes we think that there's something wrong with us when somebody says we're weird. Or sometimes we think that somebody will say the meanest stuff because we aren't the same as everybody else. But the thing is I would let people say those things. I know it stinks and it hurts, and trust me, I've been there so many times where people have said things to me that really hurt. And there's nothing fun about that. But a lot of times what people are doing when they say those things is because sometimes they just feel bad about themselves. And it's a lot easier for them to make themselves feel better by saying something mean to you. Now, if you know that you're a good person and that you're doing nice things, it's okay to be weird, right? Could you imagine if we were all the same? We're not. That's what's great about it, is that we're all different. We all can create things. We can all be things. There's so many different things we can do, right? And that weird part is what makes it work. That's the beauty. That's the magic of you, is your weirdness. So next time somebody says something about you being weird, be like, that's right, I am. And that's what makes me pretty cool. So you guys ready to draw the second one? The second one we're going to draw a unicorn robot chicken. A unicorn robot chicken. Now, that's a lot. That's a lot of stuff to draw into one thing. And yeah, let's see. Guys, if you haven't yet, make sure that you do me a favor. You're liking and sharing this, right? That's what this unicorn robot chicken is going to be powered by. It's going to be powered by likes and shares. Brought to you by Robot Chicken University, the home of the unicorn robot chickens. That is their mascot. They are great at robot chicken ball. And they eat, guess what? Chicken nuggets. That's what they eat for all their food. So I think that the most important part for a unicorn robot chicken is to make it a unicorn, we need to put a horn on it, right? So the horn is the thing that we got to put, and we're going to do that by just doing an upside down V. We're going to start there because it's going to be a lot easier to make this unicorn robot chicken with putting a horn on it first. And now let's put a line to connect it, and let's put 3 lines on it. So we have the horn, okay? Now, a chicken. Let's see. Let's go this way. Let's draw a line down just like this. And then let's draw a little one on the other side. Okay? Now, I bet you're thinking, this guy doesn't know how to draw a unicorn robot chicken. And you know what? You're right. I've never drawn a unicorn robot chicken. So I think that makes this a first for both of us. So if you have drawn a unicorn robot chicken before, fantastic. You're going to be much better at it than me. So what we're going to do inside of this line is where we stopped right here. I want to draw a little half circle right there. And where I stop there, I'm going to draw kind of like a little bit of a wavy line. It's just got a little bit of a wavy line. And then I'm going to draw another one down just like so. And then I'm going to close that. Boom. I think that looks like a chicken beak. And then let's pretend that this line were to continue down through here. And we're going to draw that line a little bit more. Just like that. All right. Now, where I stopped here, I want you guys just to draw some little bloopies. Some little bloopy lines. Okay. Little bloopy lines come over there. And let's say this guy needs a body that is round just like so. Okay. Now, robots are put together with bolts, right? So let's draw a straight line down right here. And let's put a wing on here first before we get too far. So let's put a wing. We're just going to do a little half circle right there. And we're going to say that this wing is held together by little bolts. So I'm going to put these little circles. See these little circles? Around just like that, right? And then let's put on the front a shape like this. Just any kind of rectangle shape. This is kind of like lights on a robot. Let's put an inside, a little parallel line right inside there, just like so. Now let's have like the little information lines that are going inside there. All right. Now, eyeball wise, I'm going to say let's just do the letter or the number 11. Okay. Let's just do simple eyeballs for this one. And then let's put a line down this way on this guy. And on that line, we're going to just put some dots again, like they're bolted together. Just like so. Now, like any good robot, there's got to be an antenna. Now, I know there's a horn, but this is a unicorn robot chicken, so that doesn't mean that the horn is part of the antenna. The antenna could be right back here. So it's just a line up and a circle around it. And it's got these little bloop, 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 like information being transmitted type of system to it. Now, chickens have tails, right? So the chicken tails are maybe something like that. Put any kind of tail that you want on your unicorn robot chicken. Have some fun with it if you would like to do that. And then we can put some like little lights on the bottom down there, right? And the question will be, you know what? I think this is the cool part. I want you guys on your drawing to finish the legs, whatever kind of legs that you want the robot chicken to have. So maybe on yours it would have like treads like a tank, or maybe it would have wheels, or maybe it would have robot legs, or maybe it would have regular chicken legs. I want you guys to put on yours the finished type of legs that you want. I'm going to draw mine like this if you want to follow along with me. I'm going to draw 2 lines down on each side, and I'm going to make just some shapes like that. So mine is going to be like he's a robot chicken legs kind of thing, right? And if you want, you can put some little dots on this as well. You're gonna have some fun with it, right? Have a good time making the robot unicorn. That's a lot to say. Like a unicorn robot chicken. Let's put a little circle there so that way our unicorn robot chicken can breathe. I think that might be important. And if you want, you can totally put another wing, like it's waving to you, like it's saying like, clucky cluck. I'm a robot chicken. Beep boop beep boop 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 beep boop boop. Something like that. I don't know. And then if I want to put another line in here. Really, here's the beauty of it, guys, when it comes down to this stuff. I hope that you're starting to realize from Wonder Friends, a lot of this stuff it all comes down to how you want to make these things. I'm going to go ahead and sign this, and then we're going to color a little bit. What it really comes down to is how do you want to make these things? See, the thing is like when we get together and make this stuff, I don't know about for you, but for me, what the best part about this is we get to hang out and make this stuff together. That's what's so cool about doing creative things, is that it's neat to be able to make the things, but it's also neat just to kind of get lost in hanging out, making stuff, making up stories, having a good time, seeing what you can make from something that was nothing. Because if you look at the thing that both of ours have in common, both of our pictures, if you want to keep coloring with me, you can. When you start your drawing, you start the exact same place I do. You start with nothing, and then you create something, and out of that creating something, or out of nothing, magic happens. Now, does yours have to look just like mine? It absolutely does not. The best part of it is that it does not look like mine. Now, you might think that because I'm doing a drawing video that I would like for you guys to make yours just like mine, and that's not true. I want you to make yours just like yours. I want you to make it however you would like to see it. That's the best part about being creative. You know, when I was a kid, the coolest part was when I could make something that I didn't think I could do, and that's what made it seem so amazing. So if there's ever a time when we're doing some of these and you feel like, holy cow, I can't believe that I actually made that, what I want you to do, it's simple. I want you just to take this hand, and I want you to just go back and pat yourself on the shoulder that you made something that's uniquely yours. Not a lot of people can say that. A lot of people want to talk about that they can do certain things, but a lot of people actually take the time to spend to make the thing that they want to do. A lot of people will spend time telling everybody these are the things that I want to do, but sometimes it's really scary to do that thing, actually do that thing and make it. So in a lot of ways, you're already braver than a lot of people that I know. So I think that you're pretty amazing for that. So give yourself that pat on the shoulder. So guys, that was Wednesday. It was a lot of fun. I want to remind everybody, if you have some pictures, make sure you're using that hashtag WonderFriends so I can find your pictures, all that good stuff like that. If you got any jokes, stuff like that, send them in too. Go over and check out all these books. Got lots of books for you to check out. You can probably check them out at the library. They're also available on Amazon or anywhere else books are sold. We can get those out to you too. You can even go to my website and get them, and we can ship them to you, and I'll sign them and all that stuff like that. And what I want to leave you guys with is, for this Wednesday, is the importance of being the unicorn. Now, here's the thing about this, guys, is that you are pretty amazing, just like you are. You're limited edition, one of a kind. You already are a unicorn. So if there's ever a time where you feel like that nobody sees me, I'm not important, or there's nothing special about me, just remember that there is everything special about you, that you're the only one. And that's pretty cool. Just because we can't go outside doesn't mean that you can't sprinkle your magic on somebody else's day. You could take these drawings that we make and put them in an envelope and send them to your grandma and grandpa. Maybe you can send them to the neighbor, or you can leave them in the mailbox for a mailman or a mailwoman and just say, hey, I thought this would make you feel better. That's the simple parts that you can do about sprinkling your magic on somebody else's day. It's pretty simple. So guys, just remember, the key to happiness is embracing your unicorniness. And I will see you guys tomorrow at 2 for Things with Tails Thursday, where we're going to interview my cat. That's right. I will see you guys tomorrow. See ya.